And we are live. Good evening, happy Sunday, happy bank holiday Sunday. Let's just get the housekeeping out of the way first. Let's just make sure the microphone is working. It should be. It has been tested 3 times in the last half an hour, so we should be absolutely fine. So give me a good old thumbs up in the comments. Make sure the mic is playing ball and not doing beep like it was last week. Hello, Rachel. Is that Rachel? Kevin? Who is it? It's or both of you. Alho. Hello, Danny. Hello, Mr. Barham. Hello, Pat. Thank you, Pat. The mic is good. Awesome. Hey, Chris. How are you? So this week, let's get one of these up. This week we are going to be doing a little bit of whiskey experimentation. I forget who asked for that last week, but I thought, yeah, it's a good one because I'm just kind of getting into whiskey and whiskey cocktails. So I thought that would be a good one to have a little play about with. Which one do we want up? Is it that one? Yeah, it's that one. Let's put that one up. So that is cool. Who else have we got? Alho, you can hear buzzing. That's in your head. That's your hearing aid, mate. That's what that is. So we're going to have a little play about with whiskey. I've got a few announcements. I'll make them a bit later. I'm expecting this week to be a little bit quiet, obviously, because it is bank holiday and people will be doing their stuff. Tim! Hello, Tim. How are you, my friend? Tim, you weren't first. That is disgraceful. Go and hang your head in shame. You weren't first. Hello, Tim. Welcome, Tim. Anyway, Kevin's on now as well. Hello, Kevin. So a few announcements, but we'll do them a bit. We'll do them when there's more people on. If there's more people on, we'll get bank holiday. But as I said, this week is Whiskey Week. I'm going to be concentrating on the 4 sort of what I class as the big whiskey drinks. So the old fashioned, the whiskey sour, the Manhattan, and I've completely forgotten. What am I missing? Oh, the julep. I always forget the julep. So mojito without the lime, basically, and whiskey. So I'm going to be looking at those, but I'm going to be wanting your kind of feedback and inspiration of what we can do with riffs. I've got nothing written down apart from what's in my head about, and I've done plenty of whiskey sours and whiskey old fashions and that on my channel as well. But the one I kind of want to deep dive into a little bit is Manhattans, because I've just sort of been getting into Manhattans. I've got a newish bottle of my vermouth. So I'm going to be using that for Manhattans, and that is kind of so it's a sherry-based vermouth. So we'll do that. But yeah, so I'm just going to start off. I'm such a loser, Tim. You'll never be a loser. So I'm just going to start off. I'm just going to make for those that don't know, I'm going to make the 4 whiskey cocktails and just run you through them, and then we'll go off and we'll have like little riffs and little plays of what we can and can't do. As always, this one is very much interactive, so if you have got questions at all, if the chat is quiet, I will see them, but if the chat picks up a little bit, then capital question or capital, just write in caps lock and I'll see them as the thing goes through. So, hey Christine, how are you? What's the crack over in Canada and the US? It's bank holiday weekend here, so it's a long weekend, but I'm not sure whether that's applicable to you guys over the other side of the Pacific Ocean. So, first things first, I'll do one there's not many people on. I'll do the whiskey sour first because that's kind of the easy one that most people would kind of know how to make. So I'll do the whiskey sour, and then I'll go on to do the julep, and then I'll probably old fashioned and then julep, and then we'll kind of focus on the Manhattan for a bit. So whiskey sour, again, I was going to get some different whiskies, but I'll be honest, I completely forgot because I've had a bit of that's what the announcements will be a bit later. I've had a bit of a brainstorming week this week, and there's a few little subtle changes coming to my channel very, very soon. So we had our long weekend last weekend. Crazy. It's our long weekend this weekend. So I'm going to start off. What we're going to do first, I'm going to do the whiskey sour. So whiskey sour, I'll just do a honey whiskey sour to start off with. So the whiskey sour can be any base whiskey. Your ingredients would traditionally be an egg. We don't use egg, do we? So I've got my egg white replacement. I've got some freshly squeezed lemon juice, some sugar syrup, some whiskey, and some, let's just go those for the dash for ease, and some Angostura bitters or aromatic bitters. It's that simple for a whiskey sour. Ratios are very much up to you with your sweetness palate. I'm going to put these in first. Hey Peter, how are you? What's that? If you just shared that to Eric, whoever that is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's my egg white equivalent. I'll leave that up there. I've seen loads of different recipes for this. Some, like the UK has got a sweeter palate for this sort of stuff. So the UK will always add a bit more sugar. But I've actually seen plenty of like US recipes where there's hardly any sugar. So I'm going to do what I teach, which is 15 ml. So I do that a lot. 1/2 ounce of sugar syrup. And I'm going to do 1 ounce of lemon juice. 2, I'm going to do this properly. So 2 ounces of whiskey. Again, whatever your favourite whiskey. And the sours will obviously work for whatever base spirit. It's the big one for the cocktail masterclasses that I do. It's a huge one because I actually did a pisco sour the other day. Where was it? Friday night I did a pisco sour. That was really, really nice. So sours are anything. 3 dashes there. And this is the big favourite. I think possibly the most favourite kind of whiskey cocktail. I think, don't hold me to that. I don't know for officially, but it seems to be the most popular one. All right, so should have dry shaken, but there we go. You don't, with those foamies, you don't really need to dry shake. It will give you slightly better. So, here we got Nishan. I'm loving this. Durban. Hello, Nishan in Durban. Whiskey drinkers, Peter. Awesome. Peter, what's your favourite whiskey? What do you drink? I've only had this one. Right, there we go. And 2 ways of serving up. You can do, where's my coupe glass? I've put them back. You can do this in a coupe glass and double strain, or you can put this in like a rocks glass or whiskey glass and strain over fresh ice. I'm just gonna do a dirty dump just for giggles tonight. So that is the pretty much standard whiskey sour, garnished with maraschino cherry and probably an orange. So that's the whiskey sour. Glorious. And I could drink them. The honey. I love the Jack Daniels honey. That I could drink that all night long. So that's cocktail number 1. That's the whiskey sour. And we'll have a play. If you've got some suggestions of what to have a riff off, put them in the comments and we'll have a little play there. All right, so what we're going to do next. The next one, I'm going to do the julep next, actually. So kind of like the julep. Don't have to worry about shaking the julep. The julep's all about crushed ice. It's kind of like the whiskey mojito equivalent, just without sugar. I've actually raided my garden. I don't know if you can see that. I've got my 3 different types of mint there. So that one, where are we? Yeah, so this one is apple mint. So we've got some awesome apple mint there. I've got normal English garden mint there. We've got that's what grows in abundance. But then this really curly thing, stuff there, is actually mojito mint. So I'm actually going to play with the apple mint because these leaves are huge. So let's have a little play with apple mint here. Look at these. Nishan. Old number 7 band tequila. Not heard of that tequila. Oh, here we go, Peter. We're going to stick to whiskey tonight, Nishan. So that's what this one's all about. Hey, Trevor, how are you? Bullet and Buffalo Trace. Bullet's got a big... See, Bullet in the UK kind of got a bad rep. It was kind of like... because it's Diageo owned, everyone just like assumes it's like the Captain Morgan of the whiskey world. But I don't know. So we never really got into Bullet over here too much. JD Honey, Gentle Jack, Jim Beam Wild Cherries, Red Stag. Jim Beam Red Stag is awesome. We love Red Stag. So, what's that? 1, but 2 more. Why not? 2 more. So your mint leaves. Look at that for a mint stalklet. Going in the bin. Perfect. Right. Don't need that one. Keep that for garnish. So mints, as we always do, spank the mint. Palm your hand and pop that in there. Sugar syrup, again, adjust to your own personal palate. I did a pumpkin julep. I think it was a pumpkin julep, or if that's coming out, it's either coming out tomorrow or it was last week. I've lost track. But I'm going 15 ml of sugar syrup, and that is my julep glass. It's kind of like, you know, the sort of stainless steel or whatever they are, like pewter julep glasses. That's kind of my equivalent there. For this one, I'm going to go rye, actually. I'm going to do a bit of rye. So 60ml double bubble of rye. Lovely, jubbly. New messages. Oh, scroll down. Come on. There we go. Christine, gorgeous fresh mint. Yep. Woodford Reserve. Yeah, that's... I tell you what, Tim, that was actually one of my first ones that I got into. I actually got into Woodford and Blanton's before I actually got into Jack Daniels, which is quite scary. But I love Blanton's. Absolutely love that. So we've got that. We want some aromatic bitters as well. Sweet. And that's it. 4 ingredients. That is a julep. Your mint, your whiskey, your aromatic bitters, and your sugar. All right, that's simple. So a bit of crushed ice. Let's try and, there we go. Now the old recipes, when I was first starting out, the old recipes were kind of like, you need to, or you know, the juleps need to be prepared like 3 hours in advance. They need to be frozen solid and all that. It's rubbish. It doesn't really need to. It's just the mint's just got to infuse longer. That's all. So, bit of crushed ice. Give it a good old churn. Get all that sugar dissolved, but all that mint coming through the cocktail. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, that's so good. That is so good. Up to now, that is my favourite, but I'm really starting to get into Manhattans. I really do like Manhattans. So there we go. Crushed ice. That'll do. Bit of snow cone. Lovely. Jubbly. And then just the, I'd probably garnish with more mint than that. But so that's the julep. So we've got the whiskey sour and the mint julep, whiskey mint julep, effectively. All right. Sorry, let's get another straw. Let's get another straw. Who else have we got in here? Hey, Ashley, how are you? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I think I actually do prefer those at the moment to mojitos, which is quite scary because I do actually quite like mojitos and stuff like that. But I'm just getting, you know, without that lime, it is essentially a mojito without the lime. That's essentially what it is. But, you know, bit of soda water, but you know, you never add too much soda water. So we've got that. As I say, I'm going to do the Manhattan last. And as I can see more people sort of ticking in now, I will kind of explain again what we're doing in a second. For those of you that just joined us, Whiskey Week. So I'm just going to do the standard 4 whiskey cocktails, and then we're gonna get you guys involved. We're gonna have a little riff and play about and make different kind of old fashions and different. I want to kind of focus on Manhattans, to be fair, but different juleps, different old fashions, different whiskey sours, and we'll see what we can come up with. All right, it's all about playing about and showing how you can create your own cocktails, riffing off the basics. All right, so. So old-fashioned is up next. I'm going to save that for my Manhattan. I'm going to do the old-fashioned in that one. So we've done that. Let's do the Gentleman Jack. Whiskey cocktails are so simple. So the old-fashioned, again, 60ml double bubble of your favourite whiskey, bourbon. Not really Scotch. Don't know what it is, but Scotch just doesn't... Well, for me, doesn't work too well in these cocktails, but it's up to you. Can do. Again, now the old-fashioned will be very much up to you with your sweetness levels. Some people go hardly any sugar. Some people go a lot of sugar. I'm going to do what I just do, 15ml, half an ounce. I kind of know my palate quite well, so I know that'll work for me. There we go. And then some Angostura bitters, aromatic bitters, whatever you fancy. I go 2 dashes for this. 1, 2. And that is it. So we just literally stir down now. 4. And we just, general rule of thumb, as I always say, is for me personally, is just doubling the amount of liquid. So it's the ice that's kind of diluting and adding that little bit of dilution to the cocktail. What have we got? Hey Vanessa, how are you? Rips wine. Oh, what's Christine? Hang on. Oh, comments. Let me read some of these while I'm up here. Blah, 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 blah. Right. Woodford. Right, Ross. Thought you might have been in the delivery room. Oh, Ash. Oh, is it due? When's it due? When are we? We've got a few more weeks, haven't we? Bulletin Rittenhouse. I haven't got into Rittenhouse yet over here. I need to get hold of a bowl because that gets talked about a lot. I watched you stream with Kraken rum. I do like it. It's just change up from whiskey. Kraken, yeah, Kraken's all right. Kraken's all right. It's it does the job. Ash, let's get her excited. Let's induce labour early. Right. Who else have we got in here? Vanessa. Hey, Vanessa. Hopefully she can wait 2 hours. Right. There we go. Lovely jubbly. That's nice and... You can see that's nice and cold. Can we see how that frosted that up there? That's what you want. Right. And again, you know, if you're going to do it properly, either fresh ice, either a ball of ice, a cube of ice, whatever you fancy, or sod it. Just dirty dump. Why not? You could have even stirred it down in the glass, to be fair. But again, garnished with an orange, probably a maraschino cherry as well. In fact, let's use the last few of my Amarenas up. I've got a few left in the bottom here. Amarena cherry, just so I can eat it a bit later. Right. Oh, they're good. They're so good. So that's the old-fashioned. Too right, the baby with Kevin. I'd love to be there. Live stream for the delivery room. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Right. The last one is probably the one that I would not kind of think to roll out on my channel that much. It is the Manhattan. And the Manhattan is whiskey and vermouth. Now, the Manhattan's got a few ways of making it. We go for, I can never remember what the middle one is actually. We've got perfect. It's not a dry Manhattan. I completely forgot what they call the other. So basically, we go through the 3 stages in the Manhattan. We go through white vermouth with whiskey. We go, the perfect is then a split of sweet vermouth and dry vermouth with whiskey. And then the sweet Manhattan is just, you know, your Rosso, your sweet vermouth. And that's kind of what I like. I don't do the, I can't think what it's called. What's it called? It's not a dry Manhattan. What the hell's it called? It'll come to me in a minute. But I always kind of go sweet at the very worst or the very most perfect. But I don't think it is perfect. Sweet for me is perfect. So, and that would be, where's my jigger gone? There we go. That would be, so if you're doing 2 shots of bourbon, it'll be 1 shot of your vermouth. Now, the Lustau, that's what I prefer. I'm not a huge vermouth fan, but I definitely don't like your sort of martinis, your Dollins, your Chamberets, and your I forget the others now. The French and Italian styles. I'm not really a huge fan of them. I do love the Spanish ones though. A lot of the Spanish ones tend to be sherry based vermouth. So wine, vermouth is essentially aromatized wine. That's all it is. So take your common garden sort of wines, and then there's lots of herbs and spices added to them. Sometimes a little bit fortified, sometimes, very rarely, but sometimes fortified to make a tiny bit stronger. But that's it. They're essentially an aromatized wine, and that's why we say keep them in the fridge, because it's like any wine. You know, as soon as you open it, it starts to oxidize. It's going to go off. So, but a lot of them are mass produced now, like Martini, Cinzano, all those kind of things. They are mass produced, so they have got a tiny bit of antioxidant in them just to keep them like shelf stable. But brands like Lustau, Lillet, and Dolin, I don't think Dolin has, so they will definitely need to be kept in the fridge and used. They're not going to go off after, say, 6-8 weeks. You know, they're not going to be vinegar, but they're not going to taste how they tasted when you first opened the bottle. All right, so that's important. Anyway, so I'm going to do 30 ml of this, and that's just amazing. Neat over ice or with tonic, like vermouth and tonic. That is cracking. We love that. So that can stay there. I'm going to do my aromatic bitters for this one. 1, 2 for that. And then I'm going to go rye, actually. So I've done an ounce of vermouth, whatever your favourite vermouth is. And then I'm going to do 2 ounces of just whiskey, your favourite whiskey. And now we're just going to stir it down like we did the old-fashioned. So plenty of ice. Let's get involved in the comments again. Well, baby called Manhattan. The Manhattan got me into mixology all those years ago. Right, that'll do. Right, if anyone knows what the sort of the Manhattan with like just normal Blanco or white vermouth, or dry vermouth, if anyone knows what that's called, just whack that in the comments. I can't think. It'll come to me like middle of the night. Oh yeah, that's what it's called. Right, I'm sure it's not a dry Manhattan. I'm sure it's not. Right. Now, I've already got a few ideas for riffing off the Manhattan with this. The Mr. Black's going to come out in a second for this. For Trevor, just very quickly, Lillet is kind of not a vermouth. Kina Lillet was the Kina Lillet that was it the 80s or the 90s it stopped, but Kina Lillet was a vermouth. However, Lillet is not a vermouth anymore. It's classed as an aperitif. And don't ask me to go into technical details. Right, that'll do. That'll do. Right, where's my Nick and Nora? There we go. Nick and Nora. And the time to actually use the Julep strainer. I hate this thing. Don't know why I use it. There we go. Right. Look at that. And that is your Manhattan. So, see, my favourite is definitely the Julep. I do love the Julep. So for those who have just joined, I've got the whiskey sour, I've got the mint julep, we've got a standard old fashioned, and we've got a standard sweet Manhattan. All right. As I say, if you're going to do a perfect Manhattan, it will be split between dry vermouth and sweet vermouth. And someone is going to tell, is it a dry Manhattan? That doesn't sound right. A dry Manhattan. It really doesn't sound right. I'm sure there's another name for it. It can't be a dry Manhattan. There must be another name for it. It must be. Dry Manhattan. No, I'm not. I don't know. I don't know. It doesn't sound right to me. I think it's got a name. But so let me know in the comments, what's your favourite whiskey cocktails? Let me kind of go from there. And then I want you to kind of get involved. I want you to kind of, hey, Mr. Thomas, on FaceAche. I have to say that because all the YouTubers can't see you. So let me know what your favourite is. And then let me know what ideas you're going to come up with for riffs and all that. As I say, I want to kind of focus. The next one, I'm definitely going to do one riff, my own riff on the Manhattan, because I've got something to play with in a second. I'm going to do the Mr. Black Amaro. So that's what's coming out to play for a Manhattan in a second. So I'm going to do that. Is it a long Manhattan? No, it's definitely not a long Manhattan. Oh, the old fashioned. But I need to get into whiskey more because they are absolutely brilliant cocktails. So there we go. Let me know what your favourites are. I say, I know tonight's going to be a lot quieter than what we're used to because it is bank holiday and people are off down the pub and off out down the beach and all that sort of stuff. So I get it. Right. So now to come back to that Manhattan. There we go. Let's use this again. Blonde or a Cuban Manhattan? No, that's not white Manhattan. No. I'm sure it's got no. Christine Boulevardier. Oh yeah, we could have done a Boulevardier. No, because we've got to get the Campari out for that. Manhattan, old-fashioned Manhattan. Love to see Mr. Black. Right. So what I want to do is the Mr. Black Amaro for this. So I'm going to kind of do. So there's a black Manhattan. A black Manhattan is what's it? It's Averna normally. I think that's the official kind of black Manhattan. It's Averna as in Amaro for this. But obviously, the obvious new twist for a black Manhattan would be Mr. Black's, obviously Amaro. So, and I'm just actually I don't need the straight. I'm just going to do these straight into my sort of tasting glasses there. So I'm going to make them slightly smaller. Otherwise, we will get absolutely battered. So I'm going to do 15 ml. Of Mr. Black Amaro in there. I'm going to go, I've forgotten what whiskey I use for that now, but I'm actually going to go for the rye because I want a bit of spicy notes going through there. Can't get Mr. Black. Apparently, yeah, that's all happening very soon, apparently. So as I say, I'm going to double up with the old whiskey to the Amaro. I'm not going to use any vermouth in this, but I am going to do some bitters, and I've got my, there we go. I'm going to do aromatic bitters. So it'll be a dash. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A bit more. And then I'm going to do some orange bitters as well. So I want the pipette. I don't want to spray. Get rid of all that. So there we go. 1, 2. Perfect. Right. There we go. Do you like my little tiki egg cups? They're great. They're great for holding the pipettes. So we like them. Right. So let's use this bit more of this ice. Right. What were we saying? Black China. Yeah, I haven't got any China over here. Artichoke stuff. Again, it's not a massive thing in the UK, China. Black Manhattan. Need to get some of that. Who else? Where did that go? Down there. Boulevardiers. Right. So we've got a riff on the Black Manhattan. Coffee notes coming out in there. See, infinitely more depth, more flavours bouncing around than the kind of normal Manhattan. For me, see, I have got a sweet tooth, but it's not that sweet a tooth. You know, I don't live off sugary drinks or anything like that. But even for me, that it still needs to be slightly sweeter, and that is very sweet compared to Martini Rosso. Okay, and I don't mean that's sweet in comparison to, I don't know, what have we got? What's really sweet? I don't mean it's sweet in comparison to something like Cherry Hearing or anything like that. It's not even remotely that close to being that. But it is a damn sight sweeter than Martini Rosso. And it still just needs a little bit more. So come on in. Let's, what riffs, what should we do with Manhattans, with Juleps, with, someone give me some experimentations. Don't be shy. As I say, if you've got questions, whack them in the comments as well. We'll rock out. I really do like that, the black one. It's got subtle coffee notes, but you get lots of the fruit coming through, like the oranges, the citrus. I forget what other flavours in there. What can we taste? So coffee, angelica, coriander, macadamia, caraway, cardamom, orange, lemon, plum. Plum. That's kind of what's coming out. Honey and bacon. Yeah. So orange, lemon, plum, licorice, gentian, lime, and grapefruit. This is really nice. I really like this. Hey, Georgie F, how are you, darling? I thought you'd be out on the smash somewhere, being Sunday. So Julep with liquor 43. I like that one, Trevor V. Let's do a bit of that. So let's go for this. I'll go for my normal mint. Where are we doing? How many have we got on? We got there. I'll do my little announcement in a minute after this this kind of cocktail. I'll tell you what's going on with the old channel after this. So, bearing in mind, I'm just going to do a small one. Oh, here we go. They're all flying in now. Apple, cinnamon, plum bitters. We like that. What's that? Is that an old-fashioned or a Ross? Is that an old-fashioned? What are you doing? Oh, my God, they're all flying through now. Ah! Georgie. Just finished work. Just finished work. Wow, you made me buy it, you little liar. Right. Just finished work on a Sunday. Georgie. Right. So we're doing liquor. Oh God, I need to get a new bottle. Look at that. So, Trevor V. Was it Trevor V? Hello, Bones228. Trevor V. Do you want me to do split base? So 30-30? Well, I won't do 30-30, but 15-15. Or would you like more liquor 43 or less liquor 43 than whiskey? Trevor V, let me know. I'll do the bitters though first. One, there we go. Right, we'll do the bitters. We'll do a tiny bit of sugar. Keep putting my jigger down, there it is. Right, tiny little bit of sugar. That'll do. Go on, out we come. Right, equal parts. See, I love this. It's rapid. This is so much more rapid than the old one. Right, so we're going for... This is Trevor V's Liquor 43. Please be enough. Oh, God. Needs a tiny bit left. I don't know whether to actually replace the Liquor 43 or just kind of go with Giffard's Vanilla for the time being. I don't know. I'm all kind of up in the air about it. I don't know quite what to do. Right, and let's go equal amounts of that. Lovely jubbly. So this is kind of like a vanilla-y kind of mint julep in a tiny little glass. There we go. Cool. All these are flying through now. Hang on a minute. There we go. Right, where do we get to? Apple, we've seen that. Right. Andy Barham's Southern Comfort. Oh, Southern Comfort. Have I still got a Southern Comfort? Where's... Can we see Southern Comfort? I must have Southern Comfort somewhere. Where's my Southern Comfort? I haven't got any Southern Comfort. I must have. I can't see my Southern Comfort. If someone can see it on the bar behind me, then let me know. I don't think it is. Right. So, Liquor 43, mint julep. Oh, see, that's good. Oh, so good. Vanilla and mint. Oh, that is so good. We like that. Oh, that's just one. Yes, massive fan. Massive fan of that. Big fan. Right, what else have we got here? Bones. I love Jack Daniels with a passion. Throw me a great spin. We're trying, Bones. We're trying. That one's a great spin. Steve, you've got me on Liquor 43 is good. Danny. Yeah. I think I do need to restock, to be fair. I do. It's kind of, it's just an extra dimension of a vanilla. If you want something out and out vanilla, then definitely Giffard's. But the whole Liquor 43 thing, it does kind of give you a different spin. It's kind of, it's not vanilla, but it is vanilla, and it's kind of got other things going on there. Really tasty. Right, what are we going? Christine's talking to Tim. That's cool. Right, Ashley, Whiskey Fire with hazelnuts. Oh, hello. What's this for, Ash? Is this a old-fashioned? Is this a julep? Is this... Well, it ain't a flipping Manhattan. So what are we doing? Is it sour? What do you want it? Do you want it sour style, old julep style, or old-fashioned style, Ash? Danny, love the Liquor 43. Steve suggested it. Fabulous. Hello, Miranda. How are you, darling? Just come back from errands. All right, I'll take a break, and because the numbers have just shot up by a few as well, so we'll do that. Look out for another one for the book. Yes, yeah, you can have that one. We'll put that in the book. Remind me, message me. We'll put that in. So, for those of you who just joined us, I'll just quickly rinse my hands. I haven't done the announcement yet because I wanted to wait till a few more. As I say, I knew this week was going to be a little bit quiet because it is bank holiday in the UK and everyone's out. Oh, here we go. Not sure. Just been eating carrot cake and thought of the flavour. So however you want. Right. Okay. So Whiskey Fire, hazelnut, and orgeat. Oh, I'll do that as an old fashioned. Right. I'll do that as an old fashioned. Right. So, what's coming up on this channel? So. First off, next week's live show. I haven't got a theme for next week's live show, but if those of you that follow my stories, I've just quickly put it up today. Vino from 60 Second Cocktails. I did Vino's pub bar crawl, whatever it's called. Bar crawl, pub talk, whatever he's called it. Bar crawl, that's what it's called. So that is his premiering that next Sunday at 7 o'clock UK time. And New York's 5 hours behind, so what's that? That'll be 2 o'clock New York time. in the afternoons. Premiering it, so it's pre-recorded, but it will be like a live, so there'll be comments. I'll be in the comments. I'll be watching that. I don't know how long it is yet. I've got a funny feeling it's just over the hour. I've got a funny feeling because I know we were recording. I think it's about an hour and 10, hour and 15. But we'll see. I don't know whether Vino's edited any of my waffle out and all. So, I will then start my live stream straight after that is finished. So it could be 8:15 next week. But as I say, you will be on Vino's channel watching the interview. And I can't remember what we said, but it was a good laugh. It was a good hour anyway. It was good fun. We put the world to right with a few things. We had some banter and all this, that and the other. So that's coming up next week. So that's 7 o'clock UK time on Vino's channel. And I will share more links to that. And then as soon as that's finished, I think roughly about 8:15, give or take, then roughly give or take, then I'll go live straight away on this, and we'll come up with a theme afterwards for the live show there. But so that's announcement 1. Announcement 2. For those of you that really follow my stuff, and I know a few of you will watch this back tomorrow, so I'll put chapters in so people can kind of scrub forward to this as well, so they'll see it. For those of you that really do follow me, you'll have noticed there was no spiced rum video yesterday, and that was for a reason. And I should have done this well over a year ago, and it's kind of my fault and led to sort of my channel slowing down slightly. From Tuesday, I am launching my second channel, so my personal second channel, and that will be dedicated spiced rum. Okay, nothing but spiced rum will go on that channel. And by that, I mean spiced rum reviews, and yes, I will be focusing on a few mixes as well. So there'll be one spiced rum review a week, and that will drop on Tuesdays, and the first 2 Tuesdays are done. And then on Fridays, I think it'll be Fridays, it might be Thursdays, but then on Fridays, I'll do a a very quick brand new mixer, how to drink spiced rums. And it could be anything, because I do a lot of work with mixer brands as well, so I've got a lot to showcase. So that's launching on the 1st of June. So you won't see, going forward, you won't see any spiced rum content on this channel. All right. I kind of need to really zone down on this channel of what I do, and I just do loads of weird and wonderful faff, and I've got so many different audiences. So spiced rum going forward will be on my second channel. It's very easy to find. It's got 1 subscriber at the moment, which is Mummy Barman. And it's just called Steve the Barman spiced rum and flavoured rums, or spiced and flavoured rums. That's what it's called. So I'll share links for that. So that's dropping on Tuesday. So all my spiced rum stuff will be there, because it's a very different audience to the cocktails. All right. And then what we're doing, sorry, I can see all these questions. I'll scroll back through them in a second. And then what we're doing from my channel. So from next Sunday, that will be. I'm going to take a break. Not a massive break, don't panic. But the Sunday's live show will be the last video for just over a week. Okay, I'm going to have a complete reset. There's going to be nothing uploaded at all for a week. And then I'm going to do a quick relaunch. And I think it's Tuesday the 15th. I think that's the right date. Whatever the Tuesday is, I think it's the 15th of June. So from the 6th or the 7th, is it the 6th on, where are we? Just have a look at that Windows calendar. So yeah, from Sunday the 6th, that'll be the last video until Tuesday the 15th. Okay, so you're going to have like 7, 8, 9 days of nothing, because I just need to do a quick channel reset so YouTube kind of stops splashing out my content everywhere. From then, the content is going to be very different. I'm going back to the content that really built my channel, and the content that still drives all the views to this day. I keep deviating from it because back then I was really busy. I was still doing like events and stuff like that. Now I'm not doing events, so I've got time to do this. Every video, and this will probably change knowing me in like 2 or 3 months, but every video going forward will be the 5 cocktails with. So there'll be longer videos, they'll be chaptered up. We're going to take 1 spirit per video. So for instance, the first one that's being rocked out on the 15th will be plantation pineapple. So I'm going to be doing 5 cocktails with that. That might change to the second video, because it should be dropping Tuesday, I think, or Wednesday, but JJ's brand new vodka that I do know the flavour of is dropping on the 1st of June as well. But I don't want to launch anything too quickly, all right? So that won't drop until the 15th of June. So we've got JJ's brand new flavoured vodka. That'll be there and that. So going forward, it's just going to be 5 cocktails with a rum, 5 cocktails with passion fruit vodka, 5 cocktails with gooseberry gin, 5 cocktails with that, because they are the videos that just live on my channel and just drive views. They make up the bulk of the views every single week. They do take longer to film, they take longer to edit, but I've got more time now. So that's what's in store. So as I say, from next Sunday, it's going to be the last video for 7 or 8 days, 9 days. We're going to have a little break, and then we're going to have a quick, good sort of relaunch again. 2 videos a week. That's it on my channel, plus the live. All right, so Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sunday night live. All right, so that's my channel. Go on to the daily stuff. The daily stuff is not working at all. They're just dying on the backside. So that's what's that was the announcement. That's what's coming up. And this is the time for you. There's going to be plenty of gin, Christopher, if you're watching this back. Vino's now in the chat. So Vino, I can see him there. I've just seen him pop up. So we will share links to Vino's channel. As I say, it's dropping 7 o'clock UK time next Sunday, and then we'll go straight into my live after that. All right. So yes, and there might even be a 3rd channel, which will be my 4th channel. I've just got to weigh some stuff up about that, because there's some exciting stuff happening. So but anyway, there we go. So let me just dive back through the comments just very, very quickly, and then I've left ashes up there on purpose so I don't forget it. Right, so where we go. Right, Ross, question: would your best porn star martini be swapped out for Gifford's vanilla now? No, it wouldn't. Because you need some you need the monin vanilla, you need the little bit of sweetness. So the only way you can riff it really is you could do a plain vodka, plain vodka and Giffard vanilla, Ross. But you still need the sweetness. So you could do like plain sugar syrup if you wanted to. You could riff it that way, but you still need the vanilla. Okay, so I use vanilla vodka, and vanilla sugar syrup, but plain. No. No is the simple answer. No, it won't be a straight riff. Miranda, what's Miranda saying? Miranda is the Prospero's daughter, for anyone that doesn't know. Doing well, how are you? First blood. Friends talked about your channel. Yes, nice, right. Made a few rabid banditos. Steve, tell me you're going to go write all this down. What I've just said, yeah, there will be like posts and stuff, don't worry. Whatever you do, it's going to be great. Thank you, Vino. Right, €5 cocktails as it starts the same time as your reload. €5? What, the Eurovision? Eurovision. Euro. When's the football start? I forgot about that. Right. Oh, yeah. Right. So, Ash, let's do this as an old-fashioned. So, I've left this up on screen. Sorry, Ash has had a lot of publicity from this. So, we're going to do, and I'll dial this right back, so 15 ml of whiskey fire. I just divide it by 3. So I make little tiddlers. Hazelnut. I am going to use, hang on, because I've got the sweetness. Yeah, for this, I'm going to use Nocello as my hazelnut. You guys might have Frangelico at home, or DMF hazelnut. If we've got it, where's DMF? DMF hazelnut. Come here. Bit of DMF hazelnut. So you could do either of that. Look, I'm just going to use Nocello. Nocello is absolutely amazing. Think amaretto, but instead of almond, think hazelnut and walnut. It's amazing, this stuff. So yeah, so we need to dial this right back as well. So a bar spoon of that. Oh, so good. So good. That can sit there for a couple of seconds. And then some orgeat, as he spelt it, or orgat. That's how he spelt it. Orgat. That's another way of doing it. And we need a tiny. There we go. Little tiny. Do I want some bitters in here? Ash, I do want some bitters. I'm not going to ask you. I'm just going to do it. What have we got? We've got hazelnut. I'm going to go. I don't care what you say, Ash. I'm going almond bitters. That's what I'm going to do. One. There we go. Bit of almond bitters in there. So, one of these cubes that should just nicely fit. Yeah, look at that. So a little old-fashioned. What else you got? 11th of June. Right. Nishan, how's about donating them mixes elbow bump? Don't know what that means. Walnut bitters. I went with, oh, it wasn't a bad guess. I did almond bitters. I haven't got walnut bitters. I've got nut bitters, whatever these are. Nut. It doesn't, I forgot to do the research of what actually is in here. It just says nut. Nuts. So it's probably some random flipping nut that no one's ever heard of before. Right. Oh, we've gone up. We've shot up in numbers. Hello to the newcomers. The last 10 minutes there's been another, well, another 6 of you joined. So, oh, this is quite tasty. Ash. I tell you what, there's the cinnamon, the spice coming on. That works really well. I think you might need a little bit of let's actually, Ash, just shoot me a DM with that on it afterwards, because I'll forget. And that could go in the cocktail book as well. Or enter this. There we go. Enter this in the next I make your cocktails, and then and then it could go in officially. Right. Oh, that's really good. I like that. That would have been good as a julep as well. The almond, the orgeat. I've got to stop calling it orgeat. I can't physically stop calling it orgeat. The orgeat. It just rolls off the tongue now. Orgeat, orgeat. It goes really well with that Tennessee Fine, the cinnamon. I like that. That's good. So that was Trevor's. Have we got any more? Let's keep the riffs coming. Everyone's done. It's a TV programme just finished. Everyone's like piling on now. What's finished? Where are we? Like 8:45. It's like the Masked Singer or Dancer just finished or something like that in the UK. What's going on? So for those of you that have just joined us, I've seen a lot of you just join in the last few minutes. It's Whiskey Week. I'm not going to do the announcement again. Sorry, you've missed the announcement. You'll have to wait for the social media updates. But this week we are doing whiskey cocktails. I've made the 4 classic whiskey cocktails. This is very much, if Vino's still in the chat, this is very much Vino's territory. So Vino, come forward with your whiskey cocktails. We've got the whiskey sour, the old fashioned, the julep, and the Manhattan, the sweet Manhattan. So I just kind of showed you how to make those 4 classic whiskey cocktails at the top. And I'm just waiting for you guys to come up with riffs. And that. So my first riff was kind of like a twist on the black Manhattan. The black Manhattan is traditionally Amaro, so a Verna Amaro. However, more apt for me was the Mr. Black Amaro. So Mr. Black with, instead of the vermouth, we've done Mr. Black with whiskey and bitters stirred down. That is delicious. I've got Trevor V in Canada. His Liquor 43 split base. Julep, and we've got Ash's old-fashioned, kind of like a cinnamony, almondy. Oh, it's really good. That's really, really good. Right, I can see a question in capital letters. Bloody hell, Georgie, I'm off for food. Fine. Right. Thanks for coming, Georgie. Adrian. Hey, Steve, got any advice on how I should mix my single barrel Jack? I need to get into these single barrels. Is it showing? Show. There we go. Show. Yes, right. I haven't got into the single barrel Jack Daniels yet because I don't think my palate is quite there. I think it will be because it's very much there with rum. I very much like enjoy and tell the difference and can pick out rum. I'm not that cultured yet when it comes to whiskey. I want to be, and the only way I'm going to do that is by getting better whiskies, to be fair. But the single barrel stuff is quite a lot of money to splash out on if you're not quite there. How should I would do personally? I would do what have you got? Giffard's apple liqueur, as in that. little bad boy. So that is a little bit sweet, but not very, very sweet. So what I would personally do for that, apple and single barrel, I'd probably go, well, look, a Julep's going to be the obvious one, but are you going to want to put single barrel in a Julep? Not really. So, because there's a bit too much sugar and the mint is overpowering the whiskey. So what I would personally do is I would do an old fashioned for that. And I would probably do, if you just take the ratio, so if you want to do slightly less, that's fine. I would do 60ml of single barrel with probably start off with 10ml of your apple sour liqueur, and then go up. So if you need to add a little bit more, go up to 15ml. Try that, and if you need to add a bit more, do 20ml, 20ml. Just go up like that. If you start off with 15ml, all right, you've got a whole bottle there to play with. But if you start off with 15ml and it's too much, then you've kind of ruined the cocktail. But you can always add more. That's what I kind of, that's what I'm all about. Start at a minimum and add more. For that, because I've not drunk it, I don't know, but I would go that. I would personally go something a bit crazy on the bitters. Just go to Master of Malt and just have a look at all the bitters and kind of see what flavours you kind of love. Ross has already put it in the chat there tonight, but what I love doing with apple is my Fee Brothers plum. I love that. Going with apple and plum is just delicious. I love going there. They're not bitter in that sort of sense. They're not aromatic bitters, but it is very good at kind of doing flavours. So apple and plum, especially for me in the UK, it's like crumbles, isn't it? It's like heaven. It's like those winter crumbles and pies. Just works an absolute treat. So yeah, I love that. So I need to get a bottle. I do need to get a bottle. Right, Trevor, how about Pampel and grapefruit juice? Have I got any grapefruits? Have I got any grapefruits? Trevor's now, I haven't got any grapefruits. I haven't got any grapefruits, my friend. Trevor V, I'm really sorry. It's not shopping day until Wednesday next week. But I will do whiskey sour with Pampel and grapefruit. How can I do the grapefruits? I've got grapefruit bitters. We've got the Pampel. Let's just do that. Let's just kind of do that without the grapefruit juice. I would have done, that's amazing, but they'll be sweet for a lot of people. I would have done split base on that. The cinnamon and those almond bitters really does work. I like that. So, another tasting glass. Right, love these tasting glasses. So what we're doing, Pampel. So for those that don't know, Pampel is my kind of new favourite aperitif, Aperol. Think Aperol. So Campari's bitter. Aperol's the next one down, and then Pampel's quite similar to Aperol, but it's grapefruit notes. It's really good, really great, good. I think if they had the marketing budget, I think you would possibly see that overtaking Aperol. If they, sorry, I hold it up because I know the comments there. If they got behind people, I think that is that good. I literally think that would smash Aperol with people's, especially in the UK, with people's flavours palettes. But they just need to get word of mouth out, that's all. So let's get another jigger. We're doing whiskey sour. So we're doing a sour, okay. Oh, I need to shake a sour. That'll do. Let's get rid of that and that. So let's do a little ditty sour. So let's go like that. Oh, so super vibrant. Is this, hang on a minute, Trevor, is this available in Canada? Can you get this over there? Christine, Trevor? That'd be amazing if you could. That'd be amazing. Absolutely amazing. Right, and then I'm just going to go normal Jack actually for this. Normal Jack. Jack. So what do I do? Let's do that. Let's do, okay. Bit of that. Grapefruit bitters, because he wanted grapefruit, but juice. Where's my grapefruit bitters? That's not them. Oh, flipping hell. Now what have you started? Trevor? Grapefruit bitters, which, where are they? There they are. Grapefruit bitters. Oh, Jesus. One of these days they're all going to go smash. Right, grapefruit bitters, and we want any excuse to show my tiki egg cup off. If anyone knows where that tiki egg cup come from, can anyone spot the brand? It's quite a cheeky nod actually to the brand. Right. Let's do about a dash, typical dash. There we go. Grapefruit bitters. Right, sugar syrup. I haven't got any grapefruit sugar here. So what can we do instead? What's going to go with grapefruit? Thinking on my feet. I know what I've got over here. Something I haven't rocked out yet. I've got Monin's orange spritz. So I'm going to do that. Not too much, but you do need a touch of sweetness for the sour. There we go. See, it's like, the orange spritz is like a non-alcoholic Aperol, essentially, that Monin do. They have got, I've got it down there as well. So for all of you that don't want to drink, hang on, let me just grab it. So, it's quite crazy. Monin have got that, which is like Campari, but not sweeter, like a sugar syrup Campari. And then they've got that, which is a sugar syrup Aperol. So it's quite good to have both of them hanging around. Right, egg whites. Where have they gone? They're here. What am I missing? Oh, lemon juice as well. Right, hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We won't need a full shot of that. And what do I do? So I need this, about a third. So standard ratio sour. Although I think I might need a little bit more. There we go. But grapefruit heavy. That's what we just done. Right, we frothed it up properly this time. Look at that. Frothed it up properly. That'll do. Right, let's just hide that so we can see the comments coming through again, because there's a lot. Right, Tim, Crown Royale. No, we don't get Crown Royale over here. The simple reason, hang on. Right, we don't get Crown Royale over here because it's Diageo owned. And Diageo won't go head to head with Jim Beam and Jack Daniels on that. They should do, but they won't. They very much, on that sort of thing, they'll very much focus on Captain Morgan's, even though it's different brands. But I don't think Diageo are terrible in the UK. To be fair, all the big brands, so Pernod Ricard that own Havana, what's Pernod's whiskey brand? I can't even think what Pernod's whiskey brand, but Havana, Malibu, Absolute Vodka, Beefeater Gin. What else do Pernod own? And then you've got Smirnoff, that's so Diageo, that's Smirnoff, that's Gordon's, that's Johnny Walker, that's Bell's. They just don't do the marketing. They just think that they're so big, you know, everyone knows who they are. So when they bring brands over, there's absolutely no marketing, no launch about them at all. So when they do launch a new brand, it just falls flat on its arse because they expect, well, we're Diageo. So they won't bring Crown Royal over here. Right. There we go. So I've got a grapefruit heavy whiskey sour. But no, I would love to try Crown Royal. I really would. Just purely because I love Jim Beam, like Red Stag, and I haven't got the peach yet. But what's the other Jim Beam? Jim Beam Maple. I absolutely love Jim Beam Maple, but then they sort of took that away from the UK. It's just in the States now, maybe Canada. I don't know. But this is kind of what I was alluding to with my other, maybe third channel, because I've got a sneak. There's a lot of distilleries in the UK that have been laying down whiskey for the last couple of years. Now, for anyone that knows whiskey, whiskey needs to be aged 2, 3, 4 years, maybe 5. If you're going to do a good whiskey, 5 years. Now, the whole point being is that we know that to the UK market, there's going to be a hell of a lot of whiskey coming in 2022, 2023, because there's so many UK distilleries have been laying down to age in barrels and that. So we know that's coming. Now, to get people, like, because of the whole spiced rum thing, to get people into normal rum, we need a lower barrier of entry. It's like gin liqueurs. Gin liqueurs got people into gin. We need spiced rum to get people into rum. We also need flavoured whiskey to get people into whiskey. to kind of broaden her horizons out. Because you can't just launch, for and get new audience, you can't just launch like a 5-year-old whiskey, UK whiskey, and think people are going to buy. You need that barrier of entry. It's like my Southern Comfort's a great barrier of entry to whiskey, because Southern Comfort is like a sweeter peach notes to, it's a whiskey liqueur, but it's accessible. So I've got a sneaky suspicion that Jim Beam is going to come back with a few more flavours in the next sort of year, 18 months. I've got a sneaky suspicion that Crown Royal might make an appearance in the UK, but I do think there's going to be some movements with flavoured whiskey in the UK. I think you are going to see a mini explosion, mini explosion, probably 2022, maybe this year, but probably 2022. So I'm kind of excited about that. So anyway, little rant over. Well, it wasn't a rant. It was like a response to Tim's question. Anyway, let's try this. Oh, that's good. Look at the colour of that bad boy. We like that. I tell you what, I could have even added a touch more sugar to that, because that is proper nice. We like that. I've just seen cherry bitters pop up. What was the cherry bitters for? Right, cherry. It's next to the cherry bitters. What's next to the cherry bitters? Oh, great, right, I know what that's for. Sorry, I'm like 10 minutes behind now. Right, ship me some of that pineapple grenade, I'll pay you. Where are you, MT? Right, where are you? Because pineapple grenades are not worldwide, but they're out there now. So let me know where you are and I will hook you up with where you can buy it from. How's that? Funkin' citrus one you would that, the citric? I don't know, Ross. I don't know. Sorry, Ross. I don't know what it means. Would that funkin' citrus one you use work? I'm assuming you mean the citric, which is right here. Is that what you mean? The old citric? Is that what you're talking about? Right. So I'll wait for confirmation on that. Tim, I haven't got Chinar, so I can't do that. Sorry, mate. Trevor V, what's this? Can you post a bottle of, can I post you? Will it get through? I don't know, mate, because it's Brexit in the UK. And I ain't going to get into rants about this, but it's just messed up the whole shipping. To put this into perspective, for those of you in the US and Canada, you know how close Ireland is to us. And I don't mean Northern Ireland, I mean Ireland, yeah? So the country is right there. It's right off the coast of Wales. Like, you could almost, if you've got a long arm, you could almost throw a cricket ball from like Wales to Ireland. You couldn't, it's a bit further than that. But you get my drift, it's right local. We can't even ship to Ireland from the UK at the moment because of Brexit. And it's a flipping nightmare. So we're waiting for trade deals. God knows what's going to happen. I've no idea what's going to happen, but I don't know whether we can ship to the UK. I don't know whether we can receive to the UK unless it's, I think it has to go into bond first. So you can ship anything to the UK, but I think it has to go and sit in bond and then it'll get tax stamped and all this, that and the other. So yeah. California, right. I do believe that Rockstar have got American shipments, but I will double check that with you tomorrow. For you, I think they, again, state laws. I don't know what the state laws are for California, but I'm sure they've got US shipping deals in place to certain states. Don't ask me which ones, but I'm sure they have. Right. I think you and I have a very similar palate, Steve. Yes. Hey, Jonathan. Quick break at work. Oh, working on a bank holiday Sunday. Wow. UK is on an island. You muppet. Right, Havana spiced. Havana spiced. Crazy. In what sense, Mr. Thomas? Right, Ross, that's the... Whoa, hang on. What have I missed? Oh, oleosaccharum. Oleosaccharum. There we go. Right, as in... so what was that for, Ross? With the funkin' citrus one you worked. For what? So what am I doing with the oleosaccharum, Ross? What do we want doing with that? Hey, Mr. Carl Short, how are you? Come on, Ross, get in the comments. What are we doing? Everyone's waiting for you, Ross. I'm just filling time. It's your, you know, the whole audience is waiting for you, Ross. What are we doing with Oleosaccharum? I'll get rid of Tim's thing is on an island. Come on, Ross, in your own time. You know, don't, whatever. Come on, chop chop. Shall I just stand here in silence, waiting? So, I'll go back to this one. I'll tell you what we'll do. While we're waiting for Ross to pull his finger out of his backside. Oh, there we go. Oh, no. Just sinister putting the decking down for the bar. Okay, Carl's doing his bar. Right. So while Ross is like quickly on Google searching what to do with Oleosaccharum, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? I'm going to make one. Oh, Ross. Where are you, Ross? Yeah, Ross, where are you? Oh, look out. Kevin's posting me. Kids learning on the tray. Let's go live. So Kevin, who's probably watching this, has just WhatsApped me. I don't normally do this, but it's quite funny. Just so we could give him a little shout out. Oh, look. Oh, we've got the little. Let's give him a little shout out. Look, munching on. Is that pizza on his? Oh no. There we go. Hello, team Kevin and team Rachel, the little sprogs. How are you? You didn't see your tooth, James. Your tooth. Is it James? I'm sure it's James. Hello, James. It's James. I'm sure it's James. Your tooth fell out on the wrong day. I told you if it pulled it out on a Sunday, you would have got 20 quid. What happened? Hey. Right. Right. Here we go. Ross. There we go. Oh, Ross is here. It went to, instead of the grapefruit, but you went on a 10-minute rant. Oh, Ross, you're too slow. I've made the cocktail now. But yes, that would have been a great. That would have been a good little shout for that. Actually, let's just do. Let's do half a bar spoon because I want like 2.5 mil. There we go. Oh, bibble. Yeah, perfect. There we go. Half a little bar spoon because we did need a little bit more in there. Right. There we go. Blend that all in. Oh, now we're cooking on gas. See, that's why I pay you lot to be in my membership community. Because you've just helped me out on the live streams and come up with that's a very good shout, young Ross. A very good shout. I wouldn't have thought of that on my feet live on the live stream. I would have done up in the office, but not on my feet standing there. That's a very good shout. That works a treat. Oleosaccharum. So Funkins is like an orange Oleosaccharum with the whole grapefruit. That's a good shout. We like that. Right. So, what else should we do now? Put the citric away because I didn't want that. What else? I might do, I've got a crushed ice here. I might do one more julep. One more julep for the roads. So let's go julep wise. So we're going to go. I'm going to use a base of Jack Daniels, plain old Jack Daniels. And for a julep, I'm going to go cherry. And I'm going to go. What am I going to? No, oh. I'm going to go. No, I'm not. I'm going to do. I've not used this yet properly. Melonade. We're going to do a bit of melonade. It's like proper melon, not like sweet Midori, which is absolutely gorgeous anyway, but proper melon. Plantation egg. Ah, Mandy, it's my cousin. Oh, she's on Facebook, so none of you YouTubers will see her, but my cousin's on Facebook. Happy birthday, Mandy, over in Georgia, near Atlanta, in the US. She's one of you foreigners. So, I hope you're, what's the time over there where you are? So you must be, Mandy, what, you're 5 hours behind, didn't you? So you must be 4 o'clock in the afternoon over there? So I hope you're well on your way. You've had a few glasses of Prosecco, or whiskey, or whatever. Where's me? There it is. That's what I'm looking for. Right. So melonade. I'm going to do 1/3 of an ounce of melonade. Oh, so good. This is like, you know, if you just cut open like a cantaloupe melon and juiced it and added like a bit of alcohol to it. That's what this tastes like. It's got like a tiny, it's not overly sweet, but it's got like a little bit of bitterness to it as well. Oh, that's good. So, bit of melonade. 4:07. What's 4:07? Oh, is that the time? So you're 6 hours. You're in a different time zone. Are you really? Are you? No, you're not. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, sorry. We're there. Right. So, what I'm doing, a julep. So I've got a bit of melon. I've got a bit of Jack Daniels. Mandy, I'm just chatting waffle to these random people that just kind of follow me and stalk me. You know, this is how we roll, isn't it? It's how we roll. And Mandy's like, well, it's only because how many people are on Facebook watching me? Yeah, not many. It's like it's like 4 of you on Facebook. So Mandy's thinking, oh, I'll log in because there's not many. But what the people on Facebook can't see is there's a load on YouTube. Not many mine because it's bank holiday, but we're there. So, a tiny bit. I'm going to go plain sugar because I don't want anything dialing away from the... Mandy, Mum will be in the comments as well. So, Mummy Barman, get in the comments. Mum, you can't see Mandy. Mandy's in the comments on Facebook. So, get involved, have a chat. Get the old family loving going. Well, I hope she is. Mum's probably watching the Masked Dancer or whatever's going on at the moment. Right, some aromatic bitters. Right, and I think that could be it. A bit of, let's do proper mint. Melon and mint, that's really good, isn't it? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 big old leaves for that. That's what we want. I've seen when you're... Is that aimed at me, Ross? What? I've seen... Who are you... Oh, you're talking to Mark. I've got it. That's fine. Right. So, crushed ice. There we go. That'll do. I'm sure I'm missing something else out here, but we shall see. It's bitters. Had a Dirty Mary. What's a Dirty Mary? I'm guessing it's a Bloody Mary that's... What are you calling a Dirty Mary? It's crazy. Trevor, you'll be on YouTube. But man, cuz I've got someone on here in Canada on YouTube. He likes his shrimp juice and his Bloody Marys, his clamato and God knows what else. So God knows what you Georgians call bloody with a beer, I'm assuming. Beer, yeah. So a Bloody Mary with a beer. What, is a chaser? Or is a... How does that work? So vodka, tomato juice with all your bits and bobs. And then what do you do with the beer? Like separately? What's going on there? I tell you, you Americans, you're all crazy, aren't you? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh, yeah. Melon. Oh, yeah. Right, so there we go. We've had a bit of fun. I think I am as the... What? Whoa. Right, hang on. Hopefully you lot will see this. Everyone. So, my cousin has just said... Summer's the beer is the chaser. So, hang on a minute. You're putting tomato juice with beer. Let me just get that straight. Beer with tomato juice. So you haven't made like a vodka and tomato juice, like a Bloody Mary, and then got a beer on the side. You've got tomato juice with beer. Is that how we roll? Hang on. Right, Trevor's getting involved now. That's like a burrito. Where's some Mexican? Crazy. Yeah, but not in tomato juice. It's one thing putting it in a blooming flipping margarita. You don't... Beer in a tomato juice? Wow. Wow. And it is yummy. Wow. There we go. I'll take your word for that. I will never ever try that. Oh, hello. We've got someone sensible coming in now. With lychee and rose petal. Ooh, I'm not going to spoil it actually, but coming up, I have got on the Drink Stuff channel. So the Drink Stuff channel, so my little announcement earlier about 5 cocktails with, Drink Stuff going forward will be 3 cocktails with. And I'm filming on Tuesday lychee cocktails. So there'll be lychee cocktail. I'm not going to spoil it, mainly because I can't remember what I planned. But I've got 3 cocktails with lychee coming up on the Drink Stuff channel. And they're not too far in advance, so that'll either be next week or the week after. All right, so there's plenty of lychee stuff coming there. And we'll do some more rose stuff as well. All right. So that's that. Trevor, what's he saying? The Clamato. Lots of bars put Clamato in beer. Oh, God, really? Oh, no. That's got to be worse. Sure, wait. Right, public consensus. Right, come on. Everyone that's on here, public consensus. Beer with tomato juice. Thumbs up or thumbs down? What are we thinking? Come on. And I know where I'm going because I'm assuming it's going to be like the bacon. No. So give me in the comments. Come on. I know you Facebookers won't see this. But in the YouTube, all of you in the YouTube, comments, thumbs up, thumbs down. Let's have a general consensus. Would you drink tomato juice with beer? So plenty. Hey Philip, how are you? So they're all coming out the house. So we've got lots of, so Mandy, as you're on Facebook, we've got lots of thumbs down on YouTube. let me just show you how this is going. Look, thumbs down, right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any advance? Oh Jesus, the spicy. Oh no. Oh no. What? No. Right. On that note, I am going to finish up there, I think. I've waffled for as long as I can. It's called... Oh, wait, hang on. What's this? It's called Collider, but sells it in... Wow. Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll open the live stream next week with a tomato juice and a beer. Oh, really? That's not sitting well with me. Yeah, see, right, salted chocolate and carrot and chocolate stout, you know, fair dues. That works. You know, we all get that. But beer and tomato juice, no. Right, okay. So I'm gonna love you all and leave you there. We've done a bit of whiskey fun. There's a few cracking recipes to put forward. Boys and girls, whoever put those forward, I've completely forgotten now. That one, that was good. That was ash. Oh, I do like that. And Trevor's, that was Trevor's. Yeah, the Liquor 43, that's good. Oh, and that was Trevor's as well. Oh, been on fire. So, as I say, the videos will be dropping daily next week. But that'll be for the last week, and then we'll finish up with the live stream on Sunday. And then we're going to have like a little absence for 9 days, and then we will do a channel relaunch with 5 cocktails with. And the Spiced Rum channel is launching on Tuesday. So there we go. Cool. Cheers, Andrew. Cheers, Ross. Do we need a season ticket for the 4 channels? No, it's fine. You can subscribe. The whole point being with the Spiced Rum channel is like, without getting all technical with YouTube and stuff like that, you know, I've got lots of different audiences because I roll lots of different things out. So, you know, people that watch my Spiced Rum stuff won't watch vodka videos. They're just not interested. So to have a dedicated Spiced Rum channel, it's just there for the Spiced Rum fans. If you want to subscribe to it, subscribe. If you don't, if you're not interested, don't. It's that simple. So that's what we do. So that's it from me for this week. I will see you next Sunday. Look out for the social media posts for Vino's pub chat thing with me. That will be dropping at 7 o'clock UK next Sunday, and then we'll go straight into the live after that. All right. So that's it from me. Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed the rest of your bank holiday weekend tomorrow, and then back to work on Tuesday for you lot. Thank you very much. Toodaloo. Take care.